Evelyn finally went on a date.
Why did I bring it up on the podcast? First of all, I had an AMA this weekend. People kept asking me about the date, and I was like, oh yeah, they know because I've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big occurrence. Okay, first date in 8 years?
It's like because I talked about it at my friend's baby shower, and people were more interested in that than the baby shower.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. That's how broken you are. You're like, oh my God, fuck the baby. Fuck the baby. Even if the baby started talking, they'll still be like, no, this is still more impressive. Evelyn going on a date.
Talking from the womb. If the baby started talking from the womb.
Shut up, baby. Auntie Evelyn's going on a date. Shut up.
But the baby's like, yeah, I just want to know what happened. Yes, but okay, so I went on a date, everybody. It was with the sea captain. Actually, a bad sign because I asked him about being a sea captain. He's like, well, I'm not a sea captain. I'm a machine engineer who works at sea. I was like, oh okay.
So he got catfished.
He got catfished. But then I was like, oh, so are you basically, if you were on the Titanic, would you be the guys who were shuffling coal into the engine? And he was like, yeah, basically. He's like, yeah, I would die first. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But basically, I went on a lunch date with this guy before the date. That's always the time period when I'm the most uncomfortable. And it's probably because of my attachment style. I'm a fearful avoidant. Thank you. Thank you very much. All the social workers out there, that's for you. I just get so anxious, basically, leading up to the date. But then I realize when I'm there, I'm fine. I even have some game. Like, I'm very cool. It's like, I'm pretty good.
I don't think people who have game will say this. I don't think people who have game go like, I think I have game, very good. Very good on dates. You are charming, but I highly doubt that you nailed it, okay? I highly doubt it. You're out of practice.
Oh my God.
It's like when you first start doing stand-up, you think you're doing great because you got a few chuckles.
So I'm an open micer.
5 years down the line, you're like, oh, that was bad.
I arrive and I walk in and immediately I'm like, oh no.
Why? He can't fish you again with his looks?
No. He looked exactly like he did.
Okay.
But immediately when I walked in, I was like, we're not going to click.
Why?
Which maybe is presumptuous of me. He's basically a very Gothenburgian archetype, which is like the kind of Swedish hipster guy who's kind of ironic and his sense of humor is going to be very Swedish. I realize that I choose those types of people because I think that those are the types of people that will match me. And I realize that, it's not because we don't have anything in common.
What's a Gothenburgian sense of humor? What did he joke about? Oh, the fishing trip was so good today. Yeah, I caught a big fish. My wife was so impressed by a big fish. I think it's going to save our marriage. This car is going to save our marriage. Is that?
I mean, yeah, if he started joking about his marriage, that would have been bad. I was like, yeah, I sit for work. I'm a writer, so I sit and write all day. And he's like, oh, so you just type, you just do this all day? And I'm like, yeah, I just do this all day. And then, oh God, we're not going to be able to talk about serious stuff, are we?
I mean, you just met him. You start light. You don't go from, oh, do you do this all day? And so I have depression. You don't just jump from it.
I think it's probably because I've hung out with comics who are like open wounds. So it's just like, you just get deep really quickly. The thing is, I didn't need to know about like how his childhood was or whatever. But, like you can talk about interesting things. And he's like, when you're at an after party and you just like, everybody just starts watching YouTube and then you're just watching YouTube, like fail videos on YouTube. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. When I was 21, I'm 33, he's 30. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
I mean, he lives on a boat. He hasn't had new memories on land for the past few years. So of course he has to revisit his 20-year-old memories.
No. Like, this is something he does now.
Oh, shit.
He does it now, Nigel.
Oh,
it's like something he does as a 30-year-old now. And so I was like, oh, okay.
Did you say when you were 21?
No.
You should. You should. Why are you holding back?
Because it's mean, right?
No, it's not mean. That's part of the charm. Okay, maybe that's how I talk. I would say, well, yeah, I did that when I was 21. Do you still do that? Like now?
Yeah.
Wow. That's my vibe, but that's not your vibe. You're like a nice girl vibe,
Nice girl vibe.
You don't say mean things even though you think it. You don't say mean things even though you think it.
Because we really weren't clicking. And then at parts when I was like, oh, this is quite fun and exciting, and I would tell him something, he didn't react to the parts that people usually react to. So I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's
I don't think we were on the same page here.
Telltale sign.
Like I told him the story.
After all that, and you still think you have game on dates? Nigel, I actually have game. Flash forward 5 minutes later, everything I said, he just didn't get. There was no chemistry. I'm like, where is the game here?
Well, the game came from me very smoothly being like, because I wanted to end it. And I was like, oh, so what tram are you getting from here? Basically, like, that's the game, isn't it? That's kind of having game. Like, I'm leading where this is going to go, right?
Okay, if you think that's game, sure.
No.
Sure. Sure. Totally is flirting. Yeah, talk about what public transport you're going to take. Totally flirting.
We didn't click, isn't it? Like, flirting is banter, and he didn't really get the banter.
Yeah, so how do you know you have game then? Because you told him to take public transport and he did? That's not...
So is game making it work with anybody regardless?
No, I think if you're not interested, then you could still have game, but there's no evidence of that yet.
Okay.
So we'll need to see
I get it.
with someone you're interested in, but also maybe if you're interested in him but he wasn't, you could turn it around. So I reserve judgment.
Yeah.
I think we need more data to determine if Evelyn has game.
Thank you, Nigel.
But what you said was game was not game.
Okay.
What train you taking? I'm taking an Uber. Look at how much game I'm oozing.
It's fun because now it's like, oh, I've broken the metaphorical hymen of not dating for so long. Because now when I go to London, I'm going to be, I want to just date.
Yeah.
Which to me, my definition of a whore is going on a lot of dates and being coy.
Evelyn has her own definitions for game and whore. Noted.